Greg Duchat.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Mr. Duchat, you have 2 parking tickets on the Ford for the last 2 years, and then we have tickets that go back 8 years ago. There's one thing about you, you're consistent. You always have a Ford.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, let's take the more recent ones, okay? The more recent ones are on Deep Pasquale Avenue and Westminster Street.
Deep Pasquale Plaza. I was over there. I ran into Tony's Colonial, and I parked on Deep Pasquale. It was not labeled anything as far as no parking. There was no pocket signs there at all.
Well, Tony's Colonial is a deli, so people don't know what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
That's where you went. It's an Italian deli?
Yes, that's where I went.
Yeah. That's like 1 block from where you parked.
Yes, there was.
Why don't you park? Tony Colonial has a parking lot.
There was a lot of people. There was like a festival or something going on. Or I couldn't get down there.
Now you end up with a $90 ticket. What did you buy at Tony Colonial? Did you get an Italian ham?
I got some prosciutto. Yes.
You got
Sir.
prosciutto?
Prosciutto.
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 Prosciutto. It's Italian ham, Inspector Quinn. You know about that.
Yes.
Have you ever tasted it?
Yes, I have.
What does it go good with, Italian ham?
Cheese, provolone cheese.
Provolone cheese? Yeah. Not bad for an Irishman,
I made
right?
any
Melon.
pasto. Yeah.
Or wrapped in melon.
Wrapped in
rolled
melon? Yeah.
But one night with the old mayor, he asked me, he said, nickname Bumper, that's what he called me. He said, Bumper, you don't know what
Well,
this is.
who was the old mayor? Who are you talking?
Mayor Cianci.
Mayor
Mayor
Cianci?
Cianci, yes. He used to call me Bumper as a nickname, and he goes, Bumper, you don't even know what this is. And without skipping a beat, I walked by. I said, Mayor, you don't know what it is. I said, that's Italian corned beef. I'll see you later.
Well, it's a delicacy, actually. Prosciutto, right?
Yes.
This is the Italian ham defense. Let me ask you a question. I'm looking at this crowd. I think some of this crowd is a little unruly. I'm not sure, right? So I may need some help. So tell me what you do. What do you do for a living?
I worked in Providence over 15 years in the nightclub as far as head of security, bouncing, and managing nightclubs. And if you look at most of those tickets, they're all from after 2 a.m. because I was still in the establishments closing up. I was one of the last people to leave.
Oh, you were a bouncer.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, I'm going to tell you an interesting story about, now, I own a restaurant in Narragansett called the Coast Guard House. And we used to have a lounge upstairs, which we don't have any longer. And it always appeared that about 11:30 at night, some people would get unruly, right? And we called the bouncers in. And the bigger the bouncer, the more problem we had, right? Until finally, one day, these 2 guys were getting into a brawl, and we had a bartender, female bartender, her name was Connie McLeod, and she was about 5'1" and weighed about 100 pounds. And she jumped over the bar, and she got between these 2 guys, and she told them in very salty language, "You idiots, stop this," right? And they both looked at her, and they stopped, all right? Because they said, "We can't hit this girl," right? She was the best bouncer we ever had, right? When we called in the big bouncers like your size, the smaller the guys, they wanted to hit the bouncer,
Always.
right? So did you find that to be true?
Absolutely.
Tell me. Tell me about your most memorable experience with some small guy knocking you out. Tell me about that.
I've had a lot of small guys try to knock me out. But never went down.
Isn't that true that the bigger you are, the more they attack you, right?
Sometimes that could be the case. Though.
Yeah.
Sometimes they would get fed, and
Yeah.
it's all on how you.
Anyway, it's going
to.
to cost you $60. Good luck to you.
Thank you.